Hey everyone, what's up? Wait, where am I? Hello? There I am! What's up, guys? It is Allie Dream, known as my name is Andrea for YouTube. Welcome to the OBS tutorial. What is OBS, you ask? OBS is known as Open Broadcasting Software. And what do we use OBS for? YouTube, gaming, live videos, and etc., which stands for etc. Now, what does this tutorial consist of? The tutorial will consist of how to get OBS onto your computer, what is OBS, the concept of OBS, the things you could do with OBS, and how to start a live stream on Liveme/Fluxr with OBS. Ooh, this sounds exciting. Well then, I don't have to be here for the video, so bye! So as you can see, this is how an OBS screen looks like. But the question is, how do you get OBS? Well then, this is the easy part. You open your internet browser, such as Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, all that stuff, and you would go to google.com. When you go to google.com, search OBS. You know, the letters OBS. As you can see, I've been on this website plenty of times. So you click on Open Broadcaster Software, which that's what the abbreviation for OBS is, Open Broadcast Software. And you're on the website. As you enter the website, you will see three options. There's Windows, Mac, and Linux. I don't know what a Linux is, so stay away from that. If you have a Mac, which is an Apple brand, download the Mac version. If you have a Windows version, download the Windows version. Today, this is the OBS for Windows version. I guess you had to search for the Mac tutorials. Sorry, Apple lovers. So, as you click on it, it will give you a pop-up of to run, save, and cancel. Of course, you want to save it, because that's the setup. And as you're done setting up, it will look like this. Well, it won't look exactly like this. Why? Well then, let me put the capture cursor. As you can see where my cursor is moving, all this will be empty, completely empty. And all this will be completely empty. These are known as scenes. Now, scenes is where you start your video. You could also rename your scenes. So this is my scene right here. You right click and you click on rename. And then you type here what you want. So right now, this is actually my current gaming. This is what I use for gaming all the time. Same scene always. But let's go to a brand new scene. Let's go on YouTube video. So this is the one that you want. So basically, right now, we're not gonna show you this, which is the display capture, which is a source. Now, how did I get the source and the display capture all at once? Here, click on the addition sign. As you click on the addition sign, it has a drop menu. All this irrelevant stuff, you could research it yourself, or maybe I'll explain further on. But right now, we're going to focus on the display capture, which is right here. So you click on display capture, and it will give you this menu. It will give you display, and then show you a display, and then capture cursor. When you're gaming and you're playing with the controller, you don't want to show your cursor, uncheck this. But if you want to show your cursor, which is, you know, your mouse, click on it, and it'll show up. It's so much easier, so I could point at stuff. Now that we have that, we're gonna do video capture. Right here, you click on add. Wait a second. Right now, you click on add, and you would do video capture. For the video capture here, I'm going to use my default laptop camera since I have my external camera used on the other scene. So you click on video capture device and you can name it whatever. So I'm going to name it camera. I click on OK, and right now it shows me the stream. So this is my external webcam, which I can't use right now. So I'm going to use the computer webcam, which is this one. By the way, you can see my magic. This is the green screen, guys. This is what I use to put the awesome backgrounds. And I'll do a video about that in the future of how to be a gamer in a budget. To resize your box, you could go like this in the corners or make it bigger. And you see me nice and clear. And you also can move me around. Another thing you could do is you click on the Alt button on your keyboard and the corners, and you could crop yourself down. So you don't take too much space. Since I'm here, I'm gonna just stay here and chill with you guys. Hey! Now, we're gonna focus on these lines down here that are moving. Right here, this is the microphone. When you start OBS, it will be automatically set to default. So click on the gear button, which is the settings, and click on properties. You will see the device is my third-party device, but it will always be on default. Make sure you are on the right one. So I know I'm using this microphone, which is labeled CYFK2. So that's my label. The desktop, you won't hear anything because I don't have anything playing in the background. But when we're testing out the game and showing you how to put the game on the screen, then that's a different story. You click on gears and you press on filter, on properties. Filters is a whole different setting, which I'll explain at the end. Now properties, you click on the speakers and it'll be set to default as well. But like I said, I have my microphone, which is also the speakers, the headphones, which goes through smoothly. Click OK. Now this is the best part. What settings is best? Well, right now I am using a Windows HP Pavilion. As you can see on the screen that it pops up, the picture of the laptop. Come on, pop up laptop. There you are. So that's what I'm using right now. And it's on the software Windows 10. There you are. Great. Now, if you're using Windows 10, this will actually run really smooth. And my best recommendations when you do OBS and you're streaming and stuff, use Ethernet. I cannot emphasize that more. Ethernet. I'll spell it right there for you. It's going to come out on the screen and spell there for you. And why you have to use Ethernet, I'll give you the reasons after this. So, let's go to the basic settings for your Windows computer. Alright. So the best thing is if you do make a mistake on your display capture, and you know which one you messed up, just right click it and click remove. And it will be gone. It won't be there. Always make sure your video camera will be on top of your display. If you put it under your display, you won't be able to see me. So always have the camera on top, no matter what. Seriously, I mean it. That's a really important step. You want your viewers to see you, right? I would hope so. Now let's click on settings. Now remember, I have an HP Pavilion laptop, which is Windows. Always make sure that your process priority is high. Why? Because you want the OBS to be the first thing that is being recognized on your computer being run, due to the fact that OBS uses a lot of CPU. What CPU? I'll Google the definition and I'll paste it right there for you. And then you can read it. The auto monitoring device should be set as the audio as you're using. So I'm using my microphone, so that should be set as that. Hotkeys is basically shortcuts where you could show, you press a button on your keyboard and it would just pop up out of nowhere, like you see the cool streamers do, like when they say thank you and they just press a button and wajam, there's a little bunny rabbit saying you're welcome or thank you or something. Video is really important. These are the basic settings for Liveme and Fluxr. You always have to have 1280 by 720, 1280 by 720. I use bicubic and it's sharpened scaling and it's not as much lag or no lag at all. Remember, it depends on your Ethernet, which I mentioned earlier, Ethernet. And then a common FPS. FPS stands for frames per second. That's right. The recommended frame per second is 30, but you also could go up to 60. But that's if you have a really good graphic card and a good computer. This is the audio. You don't have to worry about this. This is all set defaulted. Output is really important. This is how you know if your stream is running smoothly. The rate control should be CBR no matter what. The bit rate, like I said, I have an HP Windows Pavilion, so it's kind of like not a gaming computer. You want to put it under 2500, so 1600, 1500 is your best bet. And then CPU usage. The higher equals less CPU. So of course you want to go ultra fast. So your OBS / your game / your Facebook Live / your any kind of video live won't interfere and won't lag. Now this is the most important part, the stream button. Now, with this, let me just copy and paste this so I don't lose it. With this, you could stream anywhere. You could stream on Twitch, you could do YouTube / YouTube gaming, you could do Mixer, you could do Facebook Live, you could do anything, which is awesome. But I'm going to show you the basics of how to stream on Liveme and Fluxr. Fluxr. Thanks. Click on custom streaming server and I will copy and paste my URL. Don't worry. You're going to be like, how I got the URL? You'll see that in a few seconds. And as soon as you're done, make this a little smaller because it's usually big. Click on apply and it'll be saved. Now general settings is basically normal stuff and it's that good. Oh, another thing you should always do when it comes to OBS, run it as administrator. So the way to run it as administrator, right click here. Oh, can't see it. It's cool that you can move yourself around. Right there. And right click it and run as administrator. And when you run as administrator, this basically gives you the high authority of OBS not being interrupted. However, there's certain times that OBS will disconnect itself, but you have no control over it, but it will reconnect. Your stream might freeze, and if you're doing a live, it'll be disconnected for temporary, or maybe it will say connection unstable or something. But yeah, now we're gonna do the important part. How to get the URL onto your OBS. So now we're on my iPhone, and wow, I have a lot of missed phone calls, just thinking to myself. And oh my goodness gracious, I definitely need to check my emails and make sure I delete the spam. And who knows, maybe one of those emails I won one of them sweepstakes and I'm like, have it catching dust in it. So anyway, let's get to the point. So we're streaming. Oh my goodness gracious, I have a lot of apps. We click on Liveme. Oh, there I am. Look how pretty I am. ALEDREAM. And then in front of it is a controller and an owl. That's my Liveme, guys. Follow me. Okay, so you click on the camera button and you click on go live. And here is your screen. You could change your cover photo by clicking on the change cover. And you can type whatever you want here on this box. As you are going to the next step, here is the URL. Ta-da! So the URL, what you have to do is you click on the arrow that's on the right side of the screen and you can email it yourself so you could copy and paste it easily to your OBS. Or if you're not able to do that, what you have to do is you have to type it yourself. But if you mistype it, it's not going to work. Now we're going to look over Fluxr, Fluxr, the new gaming app by Liveme. Make sure you download that and follow me on it. And also make sure to, let me know what games you want me to play, or let me know what games you play so I can check you out. Here's Fluxr, guys. Dramatic music. Needs to come here. So, same thing with Fluxr. It's the same concept with the Liveme. You could change your cover, change any photo. Make sure your photo is appropriate, of course, for the stream. And then you go here for the URL. You copy, or you click on the arrow thing to send it to yourself. So you copy and paste that code onto that special box on OBS. And by the way, this is how you do it on iPhone. On Android, it's probably the same concept. I'm not sure. So hopefully somebody with an Android could help you with that. But that's how you do it on an iPhone. And look, there's the game streams on Fluxr. So make sure you download Fluxr as soon as possible. Tomorrow, July 1st, I will be streaming on Fluxr. So yeah, I think that's it. We're done by finding the URL.
We figured out how to.
Now we're gonna try to start a stream and show you how to display a game.
How to find the URL.
Next scene, please.
On OBS. Oh, by the way, like I said, the main point to get the stream to work, always have custom streaming server. Very important. Very, very important. Okay, we're gonna go to one of my scenes, and this is called an intermission scene. An intermission scene is basically when you go to the restroom, or you have to do something important, or you're on a phone call, and your viewers will see this. It's pretty cool too, especially if you don't have a lot of viewers or anything at the moment. This could basically be entertaining. And then you can have music in the background or something. You never know. Or you could just be talking like this as you're looking for a game. So the next step is I'm going to show you how to do window capture. And we are back. So to do window capture, make sure your game is on a window mode. So as you can see, you see the game and the OBS in the background. You do not want that due to the fact that there's so much going on in the screen. So make sure you click on the add sign right here. Click on window capture. We're going to put PVZ, which stands for Plants vs. Zombies. As you can see, it goes to the default font. So I'm going to look for Plants vs. Zombies. Voila! We got the Plants vs. Zombies. But the OBS screen is still there. Well then, click on the eye where I showed you before. This eye thing right here. And presto, it's gone. Now you have Plants vs. Zombies. Do you hear the audio? If you hear the audio of the game basically, and you see the game, this means that your game is ready to stream. So, what did we learn today, boys and girls? Oh, that's an important point. You see the start streaming button? Make sure you click on the start streaming button and the go live button on your phone. If you don't hit the go live button on your phone, you're gonna get an error message that says your OBS setting is not right, which I'll show you. It'll pop up on the screen to show you. So, I think that's it. I think I covered the basics of how to download OBS, how to use OBS, how to find the URL, how to use display capture, how to
basically do a lot of things. Yeah, I think I covered it all. I think I did a good job too for my first tutorial. Well then, make sure to follow me on all my social medias, such as Twitter, like my Facebook page. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Liveme and on Fluxr, and subscribe to YouTube. Simple as that. Well, I think it's over now. So, yeah, I'm sad. I'm done with the tutorial. Unless you want a blooper reel. There's a lot of bloopers in this video. Oh, wait.